in the sixth parasha, Parashat Vaera, we finally see the beginning of the plagues, of the makot. And we all know the famous ordeal with Moshe and Aharon with the first few makot, where Hashem tells Moshe to tell Aharon to bring about the first few plagues. We're reading, Vayomer Adonai Moshe, Emor el Aharon, Kach matecha unte yadecha al memeh Mitzrayim al narotam al yerohem al agmehem. In regards to the plague of Dam, Hashem tells Moshe to tell Aharon to lift the staff and bring upon the plague, the Makkah, to the Mitzrayim, the Egyptians. Now we know the famous Midrash that Rashi quotes. Why Emor al Aharon? Emor al Aharon lefi shehagen hayor al Moshe keshe nishlach letocho. Lefikach lo laka al yado, lo badam, lo betzafardeim, velaka yedei Aharon. Why? Because the water, it protected over Moshe when he was a child and sent into the river, into the Nile, in the boat, in the small boat. It protected over him. So midah keneged midah, Moshe didn't want to come now and hit the water and betray something that helped him. Same with the Sephardeia, with the sand, that when Moshe killed the Egyptian that was prosecuting and pressuring the Jew, he hit it. The sand protected him and hid the corpse. For that reason, Moshe didn't want to hit that and bring upon the plague that affects that as well. But Rabbi Chaim asked something very powerful. What does this mean? You talk about inanimate objects, but who cares? The water, does it have feelings? The sand, does it have feelings? Well, we're not children here. This is nice to tell our children when they're growing up. But how does it apply to us on a more intellectual and deeper level? And Rabbi Chaim explained yesterday that we don't have to, when we're younger, we look at it from the point of the sand, of the river, of the water. Yeah, the water protected you, so you have to be kind, midah keneged midah. But the real idea behind it is that the actions make an effect on us. When we aren't sincere, when we aren't sensitive, it changes who we are as an individual. And that's what Moshe Rabbeinu and the Midrash is trying to teach us as a lesson. Not, midah keneged midah is important. There's many ways we learn it, through Miriam, and many other ways. But the idea is as follows, that we have to be sensitive and we have to be very careful with every action that we do. Oh, there was once this river, inanimate object, no feelings, no life, that helped you. Be sensitive. Don't, God forbid, do something that isn't deserving of what it gave you. And it's a matter of not on the inanimate object, but on us ourselves. The importance of sensitivity, being careful, being mindful, looking out, and always opening our heads, opening our minds, and thinking before we do. Before we make any decision, we think, is this appropriate or not? Is this good or not? And I think, Baruch Hashem, this is very applicable to our dear Chatan today, Yosef, that he's always been very, very sensitive. He looks like a macho, he can do black flips, he can dunk, whatever you want to define it as. But deep down, he's very, very sensitive. He's very caring. He goes above the call of duty to do chesed. Any way he can, he'll help out. When it comes to learning, he's serious about his learning. When it comes to work, he's serious about his work. And I think that's the characteristic that the Torah is teaching us through Moshe Rabbeinu, is this sensitivity. It's important for it to be in the front of our mind at all costs. Anything we do, anytime we have a decision to make, think twice about it. Think carefully about it, be sensitive about it, and Be'ezrat Hashem we'll see all the brachot. We give a bracha to the Chatan and Kala. They should build a Beit Neman B'Yisrael. They should only hear good news. Kol sason v'kol simcha, kol Chatan v'kol Kala, and Be'ezrat Hashem will only have good news for all of Am Yisrael. Have a wonderful day. Mazal Tov.